So, two queens are coming to the Queen City to help us celebrate the holidays. The Jinkx and DeLa holiday show is kicking off right here in Charlotte. And we have the lovely Jinkx Monsoon and BenDeLaCreme here with us today. It's so lovely to have you both.
Thank you for having
Sure.
us.
Of course. So, have you guys been to Charlotte before?
Oh, many
Yes.
times. And last year we had such lovely experiences in both Charlotte and Raleigh. It's funny being a Pacific Northwesterner who feels so at home in the Carolinas.
I love that. I love it. So, why'd you guys pick Charlotte to start this off? Because you're really kicking your tour off here, right?
Yeah. Well, we quite a few years ago. I mean, this show has developed and grown so much since we incepted it 8 years ago, and it's turned into such a big production that it was like, oh well, we really need to be doing previews. We need to be doing like multiple nights of the show with one audience that we can really get the thing on its feet, and figuring out where to do that for a while, because we want it to be something where we can really kind of sit with it for a minute and get the feel of it with a community who is excited to watch it. um Charlotte just it worked. It spoke to us. There was an excitement, I think, that we felt from the community about seeing something put up for the first time, about the kind of special electricity that exists there. And yeah, so Charlotte just kind of locked it in for us. And at first it you know we didn't know what to expect, but now you hooked us. You got us.
I love it. I love it. We got our claws in you. That's perfect. So, for every year, you guys are constantly updating this. I know that this is the eighth year that you guys have kind of reimagined this. How do you keep on coming up with new ideas?
Well, I think that we have such strong opinions on the source material that we can discover new aspects and avenues of the same sentiment. But we also just have gotten really good at working together through the years. DeLa takes the lead as director and head producer. And this year, because I had a very jam-packed schedule leading up to our rehearsals, DeLa is also head writer, with me providing additional writing. And we've been doing a lot of work sessions. And from that, DeLa has streamlined the script writing process, getting us a few steps ahead, which is wonderful for this year because we have a very ambitious production of doing. Every year, people ask us how do we like top ourselves, and this year we decided to do 4 shows in one with an anthology premise in the style of Tales from the Crypt or Twilight Zone. So DeLa has been taking all of the ideas we've had through the years and kind of stored away and incorporating them into a new script that will allow us to explore many different small stories in one show.
That is so much fun. It's like the Nutcracker but drag. It's perfect. That's fantastic. So, for you guys, you have been working together for so many years, and of course, you've been friends for a really long time. I know that sometimes friendships can work, and maybe you don't work great as coworkers, but you guys really, you got it down to a science. So, what is it? How have you worked that out? Just so you navigate that and kind of have a good balance with it.
Well, I mean, I think that Jinx and I, when we first met each other, it was I think it was the first time that either of us who had sort of seen someone who was like us in a lot of ways, and that can be a little jarring. And I think we both were like, what is this going to be? Are we going to be rivals, or are we going to be allies? And we just made the decision to be allies. We just decided to start working together. We decided to start forging a friendship, and we've been close since the beginning. But I will say that this tour that we do has put us through challenges. It has really, it's such a big project. It is so vulnerable to work with someone in this way. There has to be so much trust, and our friendship is only strengthened through it. And I think it's because we are willing to work as hard at our connection as we are on the show, because the things they depend on each other, and
Yeah. As the
friendships are
show
work, you know.
Yeah, as the show has grown, so has our friendship because we have to continually make the choice year after year, not only to recognize that we're on the same side no matter what, but also we make the choice to put our egos aside and both put all of our best work into the show, with no expectation of either one of us being the star, but both of us creating something really special together.
Yeah, and especially in show business, I think it's really difficult because, the whole point is to be on stage and perform. So of course, there's kind of this, I think, competitiveness that a lot of people might feel, and so I feel like you guys navigating that and putting all your best work in one, I think it's awesome. What is your guys' favorite thing about each other?
Oh, it has to be a toss up between DeLa's intellect and her compassion. You know,
Mhm.
recently she was saying something about me being in a position of kind of like speaking to my community at large and the way I've chosen to do that. And I was sitting there thinking, well, yeah, you taught me how to do that. She's always been a leader in our community. She's always been a leader in this production. And so I don't know, I've learned what goes into being a good director, a good producer, a good writer, and a good leader by just working alongside her.
Mhm.
And I mean, it's kind of the same vibe, but Jinx has been the onstage powerhouse that she is now since I met her. It's just been people catching on. It hasn't been, if you had told me 15 years ago that Jinx would be selling out Broadway shows, I would have been like, it took 15 years. That's why, and but
It took us long.
but but she is but I would say the same thing. It's like Jinx has, as her career has grown, as she's grown as a person, she has stepped into this leadership role. She wears the crown of the sort of task that she has taken on, right? Like great power, great Spider-Man kind of vibes, and uh
The thing, the thing, yeah.
the one.
Spider-Man, you get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, she utilizes something that some people could use to an end that is just self-serving, and she gives it back to the people who need it. She is the type of performer and public figure that a lot of us needed when we were young and growing up, and so that is really special to watch.
Oh, I love that, man. So also I hear, you guys have something new every year, and I hear that maybe a little Freaky Friday action is happening.
It's one of the chestnuts we're pulling out of the vault. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that you watched us give each other compliments, now come see the show where we play each other trapped in one another's bodies and see if we maintain that same level of
Mm-hmm.
compliment.
Exactly.
No.
Gonna drag each other. I love that.
No, no, very tastefully. I think the term is toast roasting.
I love that. And that is gonna be that sounds like it's gonna be so much fun. And I hear that this is something that you guys have wanted to do for a while, right?
Well, I've been
Yeah.
pushing a Freaky Friday motif for forever. But yeah, DeLa can attest that like a lot of the ideas that we're using this year are things that we've talked about for many years. And she had very valid reasons why we never explored them in the past. But now, since she decided to write the script as an anthology, it's this perfect chance to take all of these pieces that didn't quite fit into past shows and weave them together in this really uh just I don't know. I'm just so excited to do it. Like it's finally happening.
So much fun. Now, if you guys could switch bodies with anybody in history, if you could swap with anybody, who would it be?
Queen Elizabeth the First.
Oh, I love that. That was immediate. No hesitation.
I mean, she set the groundwork for so many things. I'd like to have a go.
Whoa, how have I never thought about this?
I know it's tough.
This is crazy that I'm writing a body swap script and I've never thought about who I would actually body swap with. Uh, Zac Efron, so I could just look in the mirror. I don't know.
That would be so good. It would be so fun. And you also like. What's funny is that you can think about the era too, because like, do you want Zac Efron in like High School Musical era? Do you want him in like 17 again era? Like,
He has
you know,
moved through every gay archetype. As
it's so true. I mean, it's just so fun. For me, I would pick Betty White immediately. I love her. I love her. She's just, she's such an icon. Little America's sweetheart. Now, you guys have really had so many things going on for both of you in the past couple of years. What are the exciting new things happening now?
Well,
you're looking at it.
Yeah, DeLa and I, we've said it before, but it's kind of funny how true it is. We're really just doing what we've always done at the biggest capacity possible. Like, DeLa's been producing shows since before either of us did Drag Race. Like, we met because she was producing holiday shows in Seattle. She was producing all kinds of shows and also writing her own solo work. So she was like simultaneously my boss, my sister, and my mentor for many years now, and she remains that. So, but it cannot be denied that we are doing what we've always done at very large scales, because I did Carnegie Hall this year, which was an amazing experience. But guess who co-wrote and directed my Carnegie Hall concert? BenDeLaCreme.
Boom.
Which was amazing, and it's really, we've gotten to kind of do that over the years, is take steps and then take the other one with us, and we've kind of taken turns at that in different ways because we have different strengths and different opportunities, but all along the way we have been committed to making our kind of stars rise in tandem, and that's been it's been a really special thing to be a part of. Yeah.
So much fun. And also, you've been having a moment with directing also. So that's super fun. What's the biggest challenge that you have seen, on this side of the performing arts?
I gotta say, it is when I kind of fell into directing, which sort of happened because as drag queens, we kind of have to do everything for ourselves. And I would like have a vision for a show I wanted to see. And it was like, all right, well, I guess we're just going to do everything, and what I've found as sort of a director role has become more formalized for me in more instances is that it's like kind of the most natural part for me. I find like other aspects of it of the art form to oftentimes be more challenging. And there is something about getting to work with an artist or a group of artists, and stand back and like be able to see what it is that they are trying to create, want to create, who they are, and helping them bring it to a level that is hard to do for yourself because, sometimes you need that outside eye, but it's about not putting yourself on them, but really like seeing it and pulling it out. And I love doing that. It is genuinely a great joy.
There's so many awesome sides to, the performing arts world. And it's so fun to really get to explore all of them. So I love that you guys are doing this. I'm so excited for the show. So if people want to go and get tickets, the Jinkx and DeLa holiday show is happening November 12th and 13th at the Booth Playhouse. Go on to blumenthalarts.org to buy tickets. You guys are kicking it off.
Playhouse.
The Booth Playhouse. Exactly. It's going to be awesome.
Pranking me here.
But guys, thank you so much. It was so lovely talking to you both.
It was great talking to you. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.